You know, the mayhem from Friday has kind of calmed down now. It's been pretty quiet this weekend, and Shiba's actually stacked a couple good days together. I'm not saying, this is the moment that we're going to create that V-shaped recovery or anything like that, but it's very promising. A few things we're just seeing here, and I want to talk about something I did mention in my ADA video. I want to look at a few other things going on here for SHIB as well. So if you guys are new or haven't already, show your support for the channel down below. Hit that subscribe button, that bell. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So yeah, SHIB has actually had a couple good days so far. We can see from Saturday, we're up 2.25%. Today, we're up 1.2%. And understand, I'm not saying that this is good in relation to the, 18.88% decline that we had on Friday. But it is a step in the right direction, and you're seeing just a little bit of confidence re-enter the market. It's not full confidence right now. If we look at the crypto fear greed index, we're still in this fearful range. Everybody's kind of slowly but surely making progress here. Slowly but surely moving money into the market. BTC is holding structure. Ethereum is actually holding above its 200-day moving average, which is a great sign. But when we look at something like USDT dominance, we're floating all the way up at this longer-term trend. Now, usually when we do get a breach on this, it leads us on a big push down in terms of USDT dominance. So capital flocking back into the space as people take advantage of these discounts. But what I will say here is this was easily the largest event in crypto history, the largest crash per se we've ever had. We actually saw over $1 trillion retrace in the crypto market in one day. That is a major event. So unfortunately, SHIB dropping below 401 is something that frankly should never have happened, but did happen. So it kind of is what it is. But it's nice to see SHIB back up above those ranges and continuing to hold this structure. Now, we've also seen a couple strength signs here. We are seeing holders on the rise, which is a great sign. We're seeing exchange supply continue to drop. So we're seeing people take advantage of this. And actually, there was a comment I was just reading before starting this video, and we were talking about price, and he was talking about how it was BS that exchanges were blocking buys, and that you were having trouble getting those purchase orders in. And guys, I get it, right? I had capital on exchanges. I was trying to take advantage of the deep discounts, and the problem was that there was huge arbitrage. There was huge discrepancies in price throughout the space. All right. From exchange to exchange to DeFi, prices were different. The lowest prices you could get were on DeFi, but the gas fees that you were paying were over $800 on Ethereum. It was a completely busted day. That's all you need to know about it. It sucked. It was what it was, but now we just need the market to take some steps forward from here. Now, I will say SHIB dominance is doing what it's done several times before. A lot of these times where it does dip below this longer-term trend, we have these slingshot moves back to the upside. We actually saw this back here. Oh gosh, when was that? July of 2024. We saw this again here in February of 2025. Could this be the next event that actually sends us on a nice little rally? Potentially. Again, we'll have to see what the confidence looks like as we get into the early part of the week. Did want to mention, and I mentioned this in my ADA video earlier today, we do not have a CPI report this week. It was supposed to go on as expected, but it has officially been delayed until the 24th. So just know that that's the case. So it might be just kind of a quiet week of recovery. Again, it's a question of, what does institutional money do? What do enterprises do? Do we see someone like Michael Saylor taking advantage of the dips? That would not surprise me by any stretch of the imagination. It sounds like the SEC is trying to accelerate a lot of ETFs. We obviously still have rate cuts coming later this month as well. I mean, there's a lot of things that can obviously create a little bit of spike in the market. And it was basically a broken mechanism that caused this major liquidation event in the crypto market. So we did not see, this is not a fundamental move in the market. Anybody that was calling for a drop in prices, this is not what they were talking about. Okay. This was a complete black swan event. Unexpected. We obviously talked about the insane high amounts of leverage in the crypto market. Didn't think it would turn into the 8 times the largest liquidation event we've ever seen, but that's kind of where we got to. So we'll see what happens. Again, I'm loving what stochastic RSI is doing on the daily, the weekly. We're seeing RSI come down the bottom. We're actually building a lot of bullish divergence across the crypto space. You guys can see these lower lows setting up here, and in terms of RSI, slightly higher lows. So we'll obviously see what happens, but that's where we're at. I hope this weekend just stays kind of quiet, builds us up for a good, hopeful moment of recovery as we get into the week, but we'll see what happens. So have a great day. Share your love below. Let me know your thoughts. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.